Okay, I think ready to go here. Hello everyone, link to the past runs. Funny story. Well, maybe not that funny, but it's like email. You know, when I was growing up, email was like the big new way to communicate, and everybody had an email address. I guess everybody does have an email address now. It's just that back then, like, you would use email to like communicate between people for a lot of different things. Like, email was kind of like your primary way of communication with a lot of people, because it was just so convenient compared to the past of either having to call someone on the telephone, use like a pager, like, some people probably don't even know what the hell that is, or in some cases like writing a letter, which these days is almost unheard of. So like, I used to use email a lot. I used to use email primarily for a lot of stuff, and then things like Line came along. And I guess in the US it'd be more like WhatsApp or whatever. But those kinds of things came along, and slowly like interpersonal communication kind of switched over from email to like that kind of stuff. Now people still do use email, but not so much anymore. I mean, because like email also, you used to need email for things like communicating with like online sellers and things like that. And now, you know, most companies don't even have a front-facing email address for you to email them at, for various reasons. But I think the main one is so that they don't have to deal with customers, period. It's made customer service was actually better 20 years ago, because you could actually contact the companies when you had a problem. Now, trying to figure out how to contact them, like through either a phone number or email, is nigh impossible. Like, in most cases, they have gone out of their way to make sure that you can't do that. So my email habits over the last few years have basically become non-existent. Like, I don't use email for anything anymore, other than to like sign up for an account online sometimes. And most like 99% of the email I get into my inbox on my main Gmail account is just junk. It's just emails that accounts send out. So like, it's mostly like, the majority of my emails are either from like Yahoo, PlayStation Network, or like my credit card company or something like that, or my bank accounts. That's like the vast majority of emails. Like, I've had to sparingly use my Gmail account for one of the jobs I'm doing right now. But that's just like, I have to send an email like once a month, and I'm not really expecting too much coming in. I only expect things to come in like once in, like I can get the alerts out on my phone. However, like the email I'm using for this is not Gmail. It's like I use Proton Mail because, well, I just trust Proton more than I trust Google at this point. Now, the unfortunate thing is, like, if you want POP3 or like IMAP services, in other words, you want the mails to be forwarded to like your phone or something like that, you have to pay for it. And not enthralled enough with email to pay for it. So I just forget to check my email sometimes. And like, I'd been okay with checking it earlier, But then, like, if nothing comes in for a little while, then, like, you stop checking it. And then when you don't check it, like, you forget about it. And I've completely forgot about that email account until today. Like, I was just getting ready for the stream, and I was just kind of thinking about it. And then something made me think about email, and I was like, oh, wait, I haven't checked my email account for this in a while. So went and looked at that, and I think it'd been like 3 weeks. I don't think I've checked it since it became May. So there's a lot of mail in there, like from all sorts of stuff. Now, most of it's junk, but like some of it wasn't junk. There are all sorts of stuff in there that I should have looked at the time when it was sent to me, but I just didn't even realize it was there because I just, like, my email habits are almost gone. So to anybody who sent me an email during that time and I didn't respond to it at all, sorry. I'm not going to say get used to it because, like, I gotta be better about that. But yeah, that's what happened. Like, I completely forget about that email account sometimes for weeks because, like, nothing that comes in there was very important, or like I haven't gotten anything in there for a while, or like, quite frankly, I just like forget because like email isn't a part of my daily routine at all. So, but that's just how that is. Sorry about that. But anywho, let's get on to the runs. All right, we're done. I vacuumed my place today, and you know, it's odd. Like, vacuuming makes me oddly like hot. Like, in that I get like sweaty, and I don't understand why. Because it's really not that physical work. Like I do like exercise and don't get sweaty. I don't understand what happens with vacuuming. Like, vacuuming for some reason, I don't know, it's some kind of allergic response by my body to cleaning or something. I don't know, which is weird. I don't mind cleaning at all, actually, but I actually like to keep things relatively clean. But some reason, like, I turn on the vacuum and then like 10 minutes later, my body's like sweat. I don't get it. I'm not even overweight. YouTube apology with a ukulele win. How's that work? This is obviously something I'm not aware of. This is a meme I've missed somewhere. So I need to do, like, what I need to do is I need to, like, if I can get my motes done, that's one thing I need to do. One thing I actually kind of want to do, too, is, like, if I can ever get Twitch up to 40 followers, do some kind of, I don't even know what you'd call it, like a reward stream or something. There's something people would like to see me play, I could be more than willing to do that. Same thing with YouTube. Like, YouTube finally hit double digits subscribers, which, I'll be honest with you, like, I wasn't sure if YouTube would ever get past like 1 or 2 or 3 subscribers for me. I hit 10 somehow. So, like, I kind of, you know, like, I don't really know how to communicate directly with who those people are because, like, in most cases, like, people like private who they're following, so I don't know who these people are. Like, I guess I could just put a community post up or something like that, see if anyone responds. But so she. This was a she. Well, here's an ugly little truth that, well, I don't even know if that's the appropriate way to refer to it, but here's something that not many people want to admit. Like, women are just as bad as outgoing people younger than them as men are in a lot of cases. And if you don't believe that, like, it's wild how many teachers are getting caught with younger students in the US in the last couple of years. Like, the image is that it's mostly men that do it, but no, make no mistake, women will do this too. Like in Japan, it happened as well too. Like, I remember, like, there was a wild story about somewhere between 5 and 10 years ago, where like this woman was dating like a elementary school student or something like that. And thing was, she was like early 20s, and it's not like she's memory serves, like fairly attractive, but yeah, I mean, that's the other thing too, is like women rarely get jail time out of that too, which is silly. Now, here's a funny story. And it's funny because, like, I still think about it. Like, I remember this every now and then, and I still can't believe it happened. But when I was in elementary school in 3rd grade, we had some kind of group come, and they must have been tied in with Marvel Comics or whatever, because there's some kind of group that came and they distributed a comic book at the school. And it was a Spider-Man comic. And, like, I'm pretty sure it's Spider-Man anyway. All I know is I'm pretty sure it was like is a major comic book character. It wasn't like some made up garbage, you know? And it was about this little boy, and like his babysitter is trying to get him to do lewd stuff or something like that. You know, like get him to take off his shirt or all this other stuff. I don't remember exactly the details of it. I might still have it. Assuming it didn't get thrown away, I think I'd still have it in my, like, with my stuff back at the US somewhere. It's like I used to, like, I bought Ninja Turtle comics for a little while, so like I got a bunch of the Ninja Turtle comic books, like the the paperback, the thin ones, like those kinds of comics, not the visual novels or whatever. But like I got that, and like I thought about it, like thinking about it afterwards, like it's wild that it was like a female babysitter and like a young boy. Is what I think, because that's just not what the image is in general. And then what's even crazier is that it was like a Spider-Man comic too. But I wonder if I still have it. I wonder if that's still there. Like I bet you could probably find it on the internet somewhere potentially. But it was a different time. All right. Let's see how we're going to do today. 3, 2, 1. I'm pretty sure what my next brand new game is going to be. Assuming I don't play anything in between them. In terms of like what I'm going to, like the next game I'm going to buy. I put in the pre-order on Amazon yesterday. Next game is going to be, okay, I've forgotten the name. How did I forget the name? No. I'm talking about a brand new game. It's going to be launching next month. It's the... Metaphor's been out for... Metaphor came out the same year as Clair Obscur. Oh, no, it didn't. It came out the year before that. It came out the same year as Astrobot. Like, a lot of people thought that was going to be Game of the Year, potentially. I didn't, but... 3, 2, 1, go. It's the new Square Enix game. It's called, it's The Adventures of, I can't remember the guy's name. The Adventures of... How did I forget the name? Elliot! That's it. Adventures of Elliot. Assuming it's pronounced Elliot. I think it is. Spelled Elliot, yes. Assuming it's... Yeah. I don't know, man. Dion was Dion the other day, so... Never know. Why is my chat lying to me about me not having an active use-to screen? By chat, I mean the chat display plugin. There we go. But, that Adventures Elliot game is going to be an action RPG. Looks kind of up my alley. Previews right now seem to be pretty positive, but it's also Square Enix, so usually don't see very many negative previews or anything that they release. For one reason or another. No, actually I have decently high expectations for this because the studio that's making it seems to understand their lane, so to speak. I think... I'm not exactly sure if it's the same ones that were making the HD 2D remakes for the Dragon Quest games, and I think the reason that those didn't come out as well as some people might have hoped is because I don't think it's a good idea to have... Oh, what am I doing? I don't think it's a good idea to have a group that's not familiar with the developing the kind of game that they're remaking something, and they made it with sensibilities that are more modern that don't really fit with the Dragon Quest series. And while the overall reception was mostly positive, like people that have been playing Dragon Quest for a while didn't really have that positive of a reception to it. It's not like they said they were bad games, but like, I understand their complaints. Like, a lot of the game balance is kind of bad, and there's a lot of randomness to it that doesn't need to be there. But no, like, my instincts with games tend to be pretty good. And I mean, this is like without even really heavily looking at previews. Like, I don't know. I usually am pretty good at just kind of getting a feel for what looks like it's going to be good. And I've got a good feeling about this game. Now, I could be wrong, but something tells me this game's gonna be pretty good. Not like, maybe not like Game of the Year good, but like if you like this kind of game, you're really gonna like this good, which is all I asked for. I mean, you can't really put too much stock in like reviews and things like that, because one of the examples I always like to bring up is Xenogears. Xenogears is widely respected now, but when that game came out, the reviews for it were not that great. They were extremely mediocre. People talk about that game a lot more positive than it got reviewed. Yep. And, you know, part of the reason I bought Xenogears was because it had the, I'm pretty sure it was the one that had the Final Fantasy VIII demo in it. I'm pretty sure Xenogears came packed in with Final Fantasy VIII demo. I'm not 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure. Although, like, I subscribed to the official US PlayStation magazine, and they sent you a demo disc every month, and I'm pretty sure it's either that had the Xenogears demo on it, or another Square Enix game had the Xenogears demo on it. And playing that, like, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this game. So it's not like I bought Xenogears just for like a demo disc. Like, I enjoyed the demo of it. You know, one of the bravest decisions I've ever seen a review outlet make was GameSpot giving Demon's Souls Game of the Year back in 2009. I completely agreed with the decision at the time. I thought it was a Game of the Year. Even though it wasn't the most highly reviewed Game of the Year. But I think there's like Uncharted 2, and there's a few other games that were really popular that year and that everybody thought was going to win Game of the Year. But they gave it to Demon's Souls, deservedly so. And I think everything that happened afterward was borne out that decision. Yep, I remember, like, Demon's Souls came out in, like, April or something over here. And there was no publisher for a overseas release at that point. It was only on it was a Japan only release at the time, and Sony had given up on publishing it overseas because they didn't think it was going to be successful. And then it kind of found like a cult following over here. And then you got some other people from overseas, too, who started playing it, like overseas reviewers. Shot too early. And then Atlas decided to publish it, and the rest is history. like in the end, that was the best possible decision. That was the best possible outcome from Software and the series itself, was Sony accidentally letting it go. Because that game would not be what it is right now if Sony had held on to the property. So in that sense, it worked out. But yeah, like, it came out in April, and then I went to the game store over here in like June or something, and I saw the box for it. And like back then, like, there really wasn't much to play on the PS3. There really wasn't. And I saw the box for it, and I was looking for something, and I was like, okay, it's a knight in armor. Demon's Souls, like, this looks really Western, but then I looked at the publisher and it said Sony Computer Entertainment, which meant it was being published by Sony, and it was made in Japan too. So I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe this will be okay. And then I saw From Software, and like, I knew From Software from Armored Core. That was all I knew From Software for. Like, I knew they'd made some other stuff, but Armored Core was all I knew them for. And I was like, well, I kind of like the Armored Core game, so I'll give this a shot. And I took it home, and like, back then, games were really easy, to be blunt. Like, back then, games were really easy. Like, games had gotten too easy. Like, it was starting to become a bit of a conversation. Like, games are kind of so easy now that you don't really feel like you're getting anything out of them. And then that game came along, and that game was very much the old style Nintendo, Super Nintendo area, where if you died, I meant you got to do everything over again. And it didn't really give you too much help with anything. It just kind of threw you into the game and said, good luck. And I remember beating my head on the first stage for a few hours and playing it and thinking to myself, what am I doing? You know? But I was kind of enjoying it. And so I stuck with it, and then I remember when I finally beat the... No, it wasn't finally beating the main boss. When I finally opened up the shortcut. Because it took me a while to finally get to the part where you could open up the shortcut on the first area. Like, that was something. And then getting the ring that made it so that your HP didn't go down to half, but only like 70%. And then finally beating like the first boss there. Just like the sense of accomplishment and self-satisfaction was something I hadn't felt in a long time playing a video game. And that just kind of got me hooked. And so then I started kind of looking online at some of the articles about it, and you were starting to see some of the articles pop up around then too. And I think it was like either like maybe a Eurogamer one. Somebody wrote, I forget who it was. That was like, it was a really good write-up on the game. And like, I recommended it to my brother when I found out Atlas was going to be publishing it overseas. And like, I mean, that was how that game got popular. It was just like that kind of thing. Somebody played it, and then they told somebody else how much they liked it, and then somebody else played it. And I remember back at the time too, that like there were some articles, like there's a few business articles that got written about it too, because it was such a unique I don't know what the experience or unique example, because it was a fairly major release on a major platform by a major publisher with literally like zero advertising or hype for it at all. Like, Sony had basically given up on it and just threw it out there, see what would happen. And that it got as popular as it was far beyond what anybody thought was possible. And, you know, this was before also you had like streamers and everything too to help make a game like that popular. And then on top of that, like, I won't say Demon Souls was responsible for it, but like Demon Souls kind of helped start up the whole, like, the wiki thing. Or help, I think it really played a huge role in like getting the wiki thing off the ground, where because there was so little in-game explanation for everything and there weren't any guides or anything available, you know, just everybody putting the information online for how everything worked. And, you know, now like that's just an indispensable part of game culture. I really liked Demon Souls. Like, it kind of hurts me that they made the remake of it and then they haven't really bothered to make the original version of it that easily available anymore. Because, like, I've seen the videos of the remake and I just don't like it. I don't like the way it looks at all. Like, I saw the previews for it, and I immediately decided that like, this just doesn't even look right. Like, they kind of ruined the atmosphere of the game by making everything too bright and colorful. So I just never bought it. Like, I've considered buying it a few times, but then like I've seen some videos of people playing it. Just like everything about it, just it doesn't look or feel like a FromSoft game. It looks like somebody imitating a FromSoft game. I've still got my physical copy. I've got 2 PS3s. I got a US and a Japan one because, man, this is just not working out right now. I got a US and a Japan one because I bought the Japanese one. And then when the announcement came out, or the news came out, that Sony wasn't going to be releasing the PS2 hardware in the PS3 anymore, like it was going to lose some of its backwards compatibility capabilities to try to cut down on costs. My brother, there was one at Best Buy in the US for like $500, and he asked me if I wanted it. I was like, yeah, buy it, I'll pay for it. And so I bought that, and then when I went back to the US that Christmas, I brought it back to Japan with me. And so I have 2. Now, the US one has probably a problem with the thermal paste on it, the common thermal paste problem, because towards the end when I was playing it, every now and then, like, the power just cut out on it. And it's probably because the heat was causing the CPU to separate from the board. So, like, it's fixable. Like, you just need to, you either need to reball it. Like, I probably don't need to reball it because it'll still start up, but the thermal paste or whatever probably needs to be replaced on it to keep it from overheating. The Japanese one has barely been used since the first year. Oh, no, wait. Which one is the one I'm using? No, it's the US one. That's right. The US one went bad on me in the first year, like a few months after I bought it. And I had to send it back to the US to get them to repair it under warranty because they couldn't do it in Japan. So, like, there was something wrong with the fan or something. I'm not sure exactly what the problem was, but I remember, like, when it would start spinning up, like, it'd make a really high-pitched noise. And, like, it eventually just didn't turn on anymore. So, and then it only took, like, a month or 2 for that to happen. Like, there's just a defect with it somewhere. So, that one got replaced, and then I've really never used it since. Like, I only ever used the Japanese one. So I've still got the US one that's barely used, but that's also got me a little bit worried because I've barely used it. The Japanese one needs to have work done on it, probably. 3, 2, 1, go. No, I do actually have 3 original fat PS3s. Or not 3, 2. So I could probably still play the game. There's no server functionality anymore. The servers have been shut off. I know that they've got it working on emulation. I don't know if they've got server functionality up, but... like, I own almost no downloadable games. Almost 0. Almost all my games are physical. Like, the only games I own that aren't physical are either ones that PlayStation Plus gave away for free, or a physical edition literally doesn't exist. So, like, pretty much every game I own is a physical copy. Like, I'm a pretty big stickler about that. Like, if the PS6 releases without a disc drive, I may not be getting one. Movement the last couple of days is an absolute ass. Yesterday and today, both. It's really bad movement. Yeah, it's very simple. If it's physical, then I know I can play it later on. As long as I have working hardware. No offense meant to anyone, but if you're relying on digital copies to be available 10 years from now, you have made a poor decision. Yeah, I mean, it kind of ties into that. Like, that's more what it's about than the live service games. Like, these copies of the games that people, when they bought, they weren't told that they were temporary copies or anything like that. Like, just because the company decides to shut down a server, they won't work anymore is BS. Like, they shouldn't be able to do that. Especially when they then go and turn around and resell those games on a different platform. Or in many cases, just an updated version of the same platform. Like, that's not good. That's obviously BS. Like, I've got no problem with going after them for that. Like, the live service games, I mean, you know, buyer beware is still a thing. Wow, that was extremely generous. The thing is, like, in some ways, I have more sympathy for the live service, especially the whales, the ones that have spent, like, thousands of dollars or more. Like, the game shutting down and them having nothing to show for it is just... I mean, honestly, the company should be embarrassed at that point. I think just, like, human shame would cause you to do something about that situation, but... I mean, because, like, what, I think the top Diablo Immortal player has spent, like, hundreds of thousands of dollars on the game. I mean, it's literally an ungodly amount of money. Like, you couldn't believe how much money. Now, they make that money back through, like, their streams and stuff, everything like that, so... I mean, for them, it's a matter of, you know, economics, but... Like, some of these games, people spend thousands of dollars and they'll have nothing to show for it whenever that game ends. Yeah, I mean, there is that. I mean, if you value that, then, you know, have at it. But... I don't know what happened to the timing on the night there. That's really weird. Like, if you want to, one of the main things I really like about Japan versus the US is how well people take care of stuff over here. Like, if you go to a used shop here in Japan and buy something, you can get something that's not much different than something that somebody bought and used for a little bit. Like, it'll have the box, a lot of cases, it'll even have, like, the wrap, it'll have, like, all the inserts that came with it and everything. US, man, if you're buying something used, like, you're not getting the box, it's probably going to be beat up and dirty. And, like, even if you sold it to the store with everything attached, the store's probably just going to throw all that away anyway. Yep. Like, I bought a few used games from Blockbuster. And Blockbuster would keep the box, and, you know, they'd use it to display the game. And then there'd be, like, the empty, like, cases or whatever that you'd use to take to the desk for renting them. God. It's bullcrap. That was bullcrap. Stupid thing getting in the way. Alright. But like when I'd buy them, like I'd ask them if they still had the box or not. But most of the time they didn't. So like I've got a few used games that I bought from Blockbuster that don't have the box or anything. Because that was like the only way I could find the games anymore. Like there was... I don't know if you know what Ogre Battle is, but I loved Ogre Battle, and that game only sold like 4,000 copies in the US, I think, on the Super Nintendo. And the only way I could play it was I was to rent it to Blockbuster. And then, like, I would go all over the place trying to find places that had it. You know, like a copy of it, or maybe like an old copy of it that no one had ever bought. Like, you could find that every now and then, you know? Because back then, gaming was not nearly as big as it is now. And especially with a game like that, like, there'd just be places where nobody would buy it. And so, like, I'd ask around forever and just couldn't get it. And then one day my brother just happened upon a copy of it at an EB Games in our local mall that had the box and everything. And they were selling it for like 40 bucks, I think. Which was a steal because, like, probably legit you would have had to pay twice that much to try to get it. And so he bought it for me for my birthday. I know what? Actually, I don't even think it was my birthday. I think he just bought it for me. One of the best gifts I've ever gotten, if not the best. Like, it's just wild that he came across that, honestly. And for it to have been in intact condition as well is also extremely unbelievable. One of my biggest regrets was, with regards to like used games, was me and my buddies before I moved to Japan, like right before I moved to Japan, we went to Mississippi and New Orleans. Like we stopped off in Biloxi and went to some of the casinos there, and then we went down to New Orleans and went to some of the casinos there. This is right before Katrina. And on the last day, like we were at like a strip mall there, and there was a place with the used game store. And they had a copy of Dragon Warrior 3 in close to mint condition with like the box and everything. And they were selling it for like 80 bucks. And I saw that and I was like, oh man, I should buy that. My friend is like, you want it? You should get it. It's like, you want me to get it for you? It's like, no, I can't ask you to do that. And like, I was kind of thinking about it because, I was getting ready to leave and I didn't want to spend money on it, especially since I'd barely be able to play it. And then Katrina happened and that store probably got wiped out. Because it was close to the shoreline. So I hope somebody bought that copy. Because otherwise, like, I really should have bought that. I really regret not buying it because I had it wasn't like I couldn't afford it. I could have easily afforded it. But Yeah, like that's what I feel bad about more than anything is like that copy probably just got erased, and that's a rare copy. I don't know. I think I brought it up before, but you know, one of the reasons like this game's one of my favorite games is like back when the Super Nintendo came out, like that was right around like so is this around the middle of Bush 1's first his only term as president, and like the economy got bad around then, and so like my dad got laid off from his job. And so, yeah, like I really wanted a Super Nintendo at the time, but I also understood that like $200 was a lot of things to be like spending on a game system at the time. So like I didn't, like it wasn't a secret that I wanted one, but I didn't really push for it that hard. And so, like I remember like one time, like me and my dad went to like this bingo event at the local Elks Lodge where the prize was a super like one of the Super Nintendo consoles. Like, so they had two editions back then. There was the cheap edition, which was like $99 and it came with only one controller, no games. And then they had the nice edition, which was $200, but it came with Super Mario World and then 2 controllers. I think it maybe came with something else too. I can't remember, but. And so like they were giving away the nice version there. And so like my soccer team at the time, like everybody went to that. So we all went and one of the kids on my team won it. I don't remember who it was, but I just remember going to that just to try to get it. And so like that first Christmas after it came out went by, and obviously I didn't get one because, you know, that situation. So then it was like, actually, I don't know if Christmas went by. Anyway. So, like, I really wanted one, so I was getting an allowance at the time. It wasn't much. I think it was maybe like somewhere between like maybe $3 or like $5 a week. And so my idea was, okay, I'll just save up money myself to get one. Like and I'll just get the $99 one, and then I'll, you know, like over time I'll just, you know, save up, buy games myself or something like that. And I remember it was getting close to Christmas. That's what I wanted. I was like, well, you know, I'd like one, but you know, like it doesn't have to be the nice one. It can just be like the 99 one. Then like I'll buy the game myself or something like that. So I wasn't really expecting much, but I mean, you know how it is. Like, so like parents got to buy the stuff before Christmas or whatever. And so my brother being older than me, like he was a little bit more aware of these things. So like he would he would go looking through the house for where like they had hid Christmas presents ahead of Christmas. And so he managed to come across a copy of this game that was there. And so I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe we're getting a Super Nintendo. And so I figured we were just getting like the cheap version, you know? But it turns out like they had gotten the more expensive version of it that came with Mario World too. So, and I always gotta remember that. Because, like, they didn't have to do that. Maybe they shouldn't have done that, but they did. You know? Yeah. Yeah, like I'm never going to forget that. Oh, come on, man. What is going on? It's 3 times today there. It's 3 times. Oh my God. Alright, hold on a second. I guess it's raining today, and hasn't rained in like a week or so. Nice rainy season. But I think it's just like kind of muggy or something. I'm just like sweaty as crap right now. No, the thing is, like, it's really easy to make an excuse there. It's like I was just kind of thinking about stuff, but like, I knew exactly what I was doing there. I was just like a split second fast on the arrow for some reason. Like, the other 2 times I messed up today, like, I can probably blame on paying more attention to what I was talking about than the game. But this one, no. Like, because I'd messed it up 2 times before, I was like, okay, we're gonna get this right, and then I just screwed it up anyway. Oh, all right. Unbelievable. Oh, and, let's see. Is that Kayatsu Saba? Thanks for the good luck. Hopefully, hopefully this will go a little bit better. Like, a guy sends me good luck, and then I just immediately screw it up afterwards. Feel bad. Oh, all right. We're gonna get this one. I didn't get to do the shovel game yesterday. Like, that really bugs me. 100% it's going to happen today. All right. Like, I will literally play this game until 12 o'clock. If I can't get to the shovel game. I will crash out on this game if I can't get it today. It doesn't have to be a PB. I just want to get the shovel game. But getting back to the... Oh, of course you did. Getting back to the previous topic, I think that's part of the reason, like, I really like this game, too. I mean, make no mistake, I loved the original Legend of Zelda, so, like, I really wanted this game, I really wanted to play it. Like, I hadn't played it all up until the time I opened it at Christmas. But yeah, this game's always going to be kind of special for me. Yeah, my dad used to play games a decent amount. Like, he didn't play like a lot, but he'd play every now and then. Like, I used to play with him on the Atari and the on the old NES. Like, we'd play like Dr. Mario or NES Open, the golf game. Oh my god. Oh, it's just not good. It is just not going right. But, oops. 3, 2, 1, go. I remember after you got the Super Nintendo, like, I never really thought he was interested in it, but then, like, sometimes I'd wake up early in the morning, and then I'd see him in the living room playing it. Like, he'd be playing Mario World. I always kind of enjoyed that. Because the thing was, like, my dad couldn't really wrap his head around the run mechanic, where you have to, like, hold down the B button to be able to run. And, like, this was a real problem on the original Super Mario Brothers, because I think there was a jump that I think on 8.2 or 8.1, I think both of them, there was a jump that you couldn't make unless you held down, unless you did a running jump. And so, like, he kind of got, you know, like, hard filtered there, unfortunately. No, my dad, too much pride for that. He either couldn't do it himself or he wasn't going to do it, so. Oh my god, this is so bad. This is so bad. What's going on today? Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this. Give me a second, get something to drink, kind of like, try to grab my composure here to figure out what's going on. Okay. Alright, we're gonna get this. We're gonna get this. Okay, but getting back to the previous subject, so... But, yeah, I really enjoyed playing games with my dad. Like, I enjoyed watching him play, or like playing with him, or like having him sit there watch me play. Like, I remember, like, he'd watch me play the casino stuff in Dragon Quest sometimes. Dragon Quest 4. I remember, like, one time we just sat there, like, rolling the slots for like 3 hours, trying to see if we could get like all 7s. Did get triple bar at one point. Never did get that all 7 though. The odds on Dragon Quest 4 were pretty brutal. Like, it's not like the modern ones where as long as you keep playing, you're gonna win. Like, back then, like, it really was a question of whether or not you were ever going to win anything off of those machines or not. Yeah, like the odds felt much more like a real casino. I mean, the reason I know too is because I remember doing the slots and like I'd always just bleed money over time. You know? Like, I'd always bleed money. The only way I could make money off of it is if I got a big win, I'd go save. You know? So, like, I know the odds were pretty brutal. You know, more modern Dragon Quest, as long as you start out with a decent base, like, you're never going to run out. I actually think that's more dangerous. That gives people like an unrealistic expectation of what's going to happen if you actually go to a casino. That's one of the things I appreciated about the old Dragon Quest was the gambling meant you were likely to lose. Ellio's kind of acting up. Probably because I vacuumed today. Stirred up a bunch of dust. I mean, the thing is, like, I think part of the reason that the casinos were as popular, especially in Japan, is because in Japan, casinos are illegal. Like, there's no casino gambling over here at all. Pachinko is pretty much the only form of quote-unquote gambling that's allowed. Like, some people kind of get around those laws by doing, like, a medal exchange system. So it's like, you can gamble for medals, but, you can't directly gamble for, like, money or prizes. Oh yeah, horse racing too, like racing, boat racing. Now I'm talking about like game gambling though. Like gaming gambling. Sports betting's also illegal here. Now horse racing's pretty big over here. Like, the big Japanese VTubers over here will literally bet on the horse races with large sums of money and then stream it. They obviously don't show the race itself, but they show themselves watching the race. And you've got the more degenerate gambler types that also do that as well. You'll find a lot of those on Kick. No, I'm gonna assume you know who Usada Pekora is. Since that's... If you don't, fair enough, but... Like, she does, gambling streams fairly regularly. If you don't know who Hololive is the biggest VTuber corporation in the world, and she's one of their main talents. Yeah, Pekora. Usada Pekora. It's not just her though. Like there's a few other ones that do this gambling stream. I'm pretty sure Sakura Miko does them too. No, the only, I wouldn't say the only, like I watch the Hololive VTubers on and off, like a lot of them. Like the only one that I regularly watch though is Korone. No, I want to say, like, one of them actually won kind of big a few months back. I think it was around Christmas or New Year's or whatever. Like, they hit on a horse. It is kind of interesting to see the kind of people, Japanese people that stream on Kick, though. It's definitely a different type of streamer. Honestly, what's wild to me is the amount of Japanese females that throw massive amounts of money at games like Idolmaster. I thought it was mostly dudes, but there's like a lot of Japanese women that spend a ton on those games. Oh, come on, man. What is going on? Oh my lord. What the hell even happened this time? Did that stupid thing get in the way again? Oh, it's 4 times in a row I've died to that now. Well, technically I didn't die there, but it's 4 times in a row that's ruined the run, though. I can't believe it. Oh. Alright, we're gonna make this one work. I don't know why I did that. I didn't need to do that. That was dumb. You're gonna get this. All right, this one's looking good. Got a good feeling about this one. All right, look, I don't even consider that anymore. Like right now, I am just measuring the runs off of everything but that. Like if that lines up, great. But like right now, like I need to less so rely on that and more so like rely on just improving my time on everything else but that. So with that, when that eventually comes along, I have something to show for it. Oh man, thought for sure they were going to pincer me there. Oh. Knew he was going to do it. This reaction was just slow. All right. Just can't help myself today. Oh well, recovered it fairly quickly. Cost me a couple seconds. Still a stupid 2 seconds to lose though. We're gonna get back to the Cyclops room again. Cyclops key room again. Hopefully, I won't screw it up. Oh, that was not good. All right. Don't screw me. Thank you. Finally. Oh. Okay, not good. Wasted a lot of arrows there. Oh well. Alright. Yeah. Got too far to the left. Oof. Ah. All right. There we go. Lucky. Well, no lack of arrows. Oh. Just a lack of talent. Ah. Ah, I can see you. Could have been better. Pick up a little bit of time. That could have been at least 10 seconds better. Just bad arrow timing on my part. All right, let's get out of here. Don't know why I didn't charge, whatever. Completely forgot. Lucky, thank you. Oh, you stupid bird. Okay. Under 21. I'll take it. Really thought I hit the A button there. Guess I didn't. Oh, you stupid rock. Hit me twice. Same rock hit me twice. What the? Yesterday, that guy like punted that little pink ball like 3 screens. Never seen him kick him that hard. Okay. Work's been a little rough today. Throat lozenge. Not ideal, but it worked. How did I do that? Nope, no, 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 no. Saved it. Saved it. Had a feeling I was too low. I was correct. Could have adjusted it before I did the dodge, or the dash, but I saved it. That's all that matters. Okay. Alright, I'll be maybe 20 seconds ahead. Maybe more. I don't know. It's gonna be pretty good. Oh, there's really a lot of time to pick up here. I think I could have saved like another 5 to 10 seconds on top of this. Like I'd literally be a minute up already with a better desert palace. It's just how much room there is for me to improve still. Like I can definitely get this down to 155 with the right run. But I mean, you're talking about like a lot coming together. Or me being a lot better at the game. One of the two. Because right now, what? That puts my sum of best at 156.17. A bad line there. And now I'm suddenly reminded that I forgot to post my schedule on Twitter. Whoops. Huh? Hmm? What about Christmas? I was just saying I forgot to post my schedule today on Twitter. On X. Oh, no. Nothing about Christmas. Nothing about Christmas. I may not have said it clearly either. I also got a throat lozenge in my mouth. I might have had something to do with it. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, well, that's not the worst thing. Actually, for the best. Allows allows me to not have to face tank those. Get out of the way. Why are you there? I'll take that now. Yeah, I mean, it's got on YouTube, but, you know, not everybody looks at YouTube, so... That's very dangerous. It's actually good I was a little late there. Otherwise he would have knocked me into the pit. Way to do Nugenics from around 9 o'clock though. Again, same as yesterday. Do an Act 2 run or two. Probably going to be 1, maybe 1.5. I don't play fast enough to finish 2. 1. Two. 1. 2. Oh, come on, man. Don't do this to me. I was asking for a 1 or a 2 here. You have been extremely bad recently. 3. 3. Oh, here we go. 4. Okay, at least it's guaranteed to end on the next one. I'll take a 3. I'm not happy with it though. It's better than like the 5s and the 7s and 11s I've been getting recently. But my lead is gone now. Unfortunately. I'll be only up maybe 10 seconds. Which is really unfortunate because, like, actually that was not a bad run right up until that. Not even 10 seconds, only be 5 seconds up. That's really unfortunate. But that is the nature of the RNG in this game. Like I said, I'm less worried about that than how I'm playing on the skill level, on the skill-based parts. All I can do is just nail those and just wait for the RNG. So, like if I'm not nailing those, the RNG is just kind of papering over. alright. It's okay though. We're still in pretty good shape. It's gonna be hard to pick up time here. Not impossible, but hard. We're gonna need a good Helm Sword fight. And by that I mean Helm Sword's gonna have to play along. Oh no. At least I didn't get hit. That sucks. That's like 2 seconds right there I lost. Never bang on that wall either. That's one of the first bonks today. We're getting a lot better about not bonking. That's been big. It's really helped improve my time. These really do add up. Alrighty. I mean, like, there's still a long way between me and the very, very top level runners. I've closed the gap significantly, but, like, it's still a long way. Yeah, like, bonking can get you into trouble if you do it in the wrong places. It can really mess things up. Ooh, I thought I wasn't going to make it. Ooh, man, you came for me. Swiggity swooty. Oh. As long as the Helm Sword fight and the turtle room aren't complete ass, I should pick up a little bit of time here. This has been a fairly clean dungeon. Sacrifice the 2/10 of a second to pick that up. I don't have a lot of rupees right now. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Didn't need that, buddy. Did not need that. 15, 16, 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not too bad. That early filer ball hurt. The second one I just tanked through. It's going to cost me a little bit of time on life, but it's worth it versus trying to dodge that and the time that would have taken. I think I picked up a decent amount of time here, actually. To be fair, I was a little bit late on the button on the last split, so there's like 1 or 2 seconds there, but... It was actually a really good split. Like, picking up any time there was going to be a gold split. I didn't expect to pick up about 8 seconds, so... Oh, can't believe that. That was really unlucky. Whatever. It's not the end of the world. Ah, it's too late. I gotta pick that up a little bit later than I thought. Oh well, the throw was good. That's all that matters. Mushroom, stay away from me. Oh. Oh. If that's the worst of it, that's not that bad. I've had that mushroom wipe me out there before. Those are my least favorite enemy in the game. I hate those. That was really unlucky. Alright, this is one of the best times I've ever gotten here in. Let's see what happens. 1 or a 2, please. 1 or a 2. That's not helping. That's bad. That's not good at all. Oh, man. That was not good. It's 2 digs I lost. 2 digs is big. Oh, this run was not meant to be, unfortunately. Come on. It's 3, I can still try to make a game of it. Ah. All right. PB and whatnot's probably out the window, but let's still see if we can make something out of this. Something interesting. Is that 3 or 4? I thought it was 4. If there's only 3, then not dead. Just dying. Oh well. We'll see when the number comes out at the end of the next dungeon. That's all that matters anyway. Oh no, I thought it was 4. Maybe there was only 3. I think it's 4 though. It doesn't matter. Like I said, we'll just have to see what the time is at the end of the next dungeon. I really should probably put a split in there, but... I think I just want to get under 2 hours. Like, I'll just try to get in 2 hours and look at where my times are on all the other dungeons. Like, that's kind of... Like, I don't want to call this a practice run, but... kind of, in a sense, treat it that way. That's a waste of a second. Phew. There we go. There we go. Oh, we still got a treasure box game to go. For all I know, that's going to be 20. You know? Every bomb counts. That's a silly mistake. Oh man, that sucks. Oh, why? Why did that happen? One. Two. More or less 12 seconds per attempt. Three. All right. Oh no! Stupid jerk. Thank you, sir. Somebody had to count. I should have done the safety strat there. Oh well, at least he only cost me the bomb that I got from the treasure chest. Oh man. Whatever. Really didn't need to do that, actually. Whatever. Whatever. It's done. Oh my lord. One bonk leads to another. It worked out. Oh, you stupid. Oh, that red jackass. Can't believe they let him shoot me off screen like that. Oh, well, it's not that bad. Would have liked sword beams, though. Sword beams make this a lot easier. Man, just the direction arrows are not facing in the way I'm asking them to face. Oh boy, I'm gonna die. Oh, thank God. That was a bad fight. That's like 10 seconds longer it needed to be at least. Gonna be 3 minutes behind. So there's a 3 on the treasure box game, right? Yeah, it was probably, I think it was 4 on the digging game. Like otherwise, like there's no way I lost that much time. It's like 45 seconds a pop, so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a 4 on the digging game. Three minutes behind. Like, I don't think I can make up 3 minutes, but I might be able to get this under 2 hours. By don't think, I mean pretty sure. At the end of the day, if this is under 2 hours, then getting this down to like 155, 156 is in the realm of possibility. So that's what we're aiming for. So I need to try to claw back 2 minutes. Gonna be rough. All right. It's almost a disaster. Alrighty. Oh. Oh. It's always bonk central here. I don't know why. Okay. That's a little bit wasteful, but not as entirely a disaster. Could have been much worse. Oh, I forgot. That's stupid. 2 seconds. What's it gonna be? Get out of there. How are you still alive? Pick up a few seconds here. The boss fight was kind of but everything else was pretty good actually. I was hoping to save a little bit more time, but I'll take it. Take whatever I can get. 6 seconds, okay. Better than 0. Better than losing time. Why didn't that hit? Alright. Oh! That was really weird. Everything just kind of converged. Oh man, that almost hit me. Oh. You stupid fireworm. Dear, come back. Oh. That hurt. I love how that fireball always just misses me. Oof. Right on my doorstep. There we go. Alright, that's as fast as I could do that. It'd be hard pressed to do that dungeon much better than that. I don't know how much time I'm going to pick up. I'm going to pick up just a little bit though, I think. I'm gonna lose time here. Wow. That's a surprise. Was not expecting to lose 3 seconds there. Oh, you stupid! Oh, eat you. All right, thanks for stopping in, dude. That's unfortunate. Not that bad. Hurts either way. This is gonna work. Yep. Ugh. That's bad. I'm doing. mistake. That hurts. It's, whatever. Doesn't matter. Oh, the bomb's gone. That sucks. Wanted that. Oh, that's not good. Not there went any hope of saving time on this dungeon. Really need to practice that. I'm gonna lose some time here, not a lot. That is like 20 seconds off of my gold split there. Like, that's how much of a difference it is. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Well, that might be the end. Oh, that is the end. Unbelievable. Jesus, this game sometimes. Oh, thank God. It's only going to cost me 8 seconds. Stupid fucking rocks. I fucking hate these fucking rocks. Such bullshit. Oh, God. Okay. So just kept running. Didn't try to dash there. That once I already messed up the timing. That time loss on Death Mountain is going to really hurt me here. It cost me 12 seconds. It sucks. Oh, that's dumb. Whatever. Ah. All right. Oh, that was dumb. I did it again. Ah, you stupid. Oh, it's really stupid. Unbelievable. That sucks. Oh well. How did I miss? I missed the drop too. Ugh. What sound am I going to pick up here? I think this could have been at least 15 seconds better because that stupid squirrel. That was my fault though. He was in a bad position, but I didn't have to swing at him. I just space tanked him. Yeah, could have picked up 45 seconds instead of 30. Whatever. Well, at least I won't run out of bombs today. That sucks. Whatever. All right. Oh. Take up as much time as I can. Oh! Poop. Oh, you stupid fucking skeletons. Oh man, that was almost bad. Still getting hit there's not good, but considering go off the edge. Worse. Let's try and have a good again and fight. Oh, that's too bad. I would get 2 out of that for sure. 2. Ooh, that hurts. 3. This is not good. Ah! Fuck. 6. 6 is bad. Couldn't get a single double hit. So I'm gonna lose time on that split. Looks like it. That's pretty bad. Shouldn't be losing time on that split. Stop teleporting, jackass. Oh, that was lucky. Lucky that didn't knock me off the edge. Really lucky. What the hell happened? Oh, well, learned something new there. So what happened there is because Link was just ever so slightly over the edge of that hole, it wouldn't let him go into the animation. So it had to wait until after the music finished playing, and then it started the animation for him. So I was stuck. I got to do the music twice, essentially. So that cost me about 15 to 20 seconds. I don't know. It cost a lot there. Anyway, well, plus 255. That means that if I'd gotten 1 and 1 on the shovel and box game, I'd probably come out ahead here. But just a quick run through today's run. Let's see. First half was okay. Like Eastern Palace, a little bit of bad luck with the drops, and then I also made a mistake there. Otherwise, I would probably come in about an even there. That's about 5 seconds. Desert Palace, boss fight here could have been better. Like that's a gold split, but it could have been a lot better than that. I could have been 15, 20 seconds up here already with just between these two. And then Tower of Hera was fine. This could have been actually another 10 seconds better here too as well. So like I could be a minute up after Tower of Hera with the right run. And then Aghanom's Tower, he gave me 3 today, so I ended up losing 24 seconds because I'm not really sure what happened to make me lose a little bit more time here, but on the PB this was a 1. So like it's hard not to lose time there. Let's see. Palace of Darkness was good. Could have been a few seconds better. I made some silly mistakes here and there. This was majority shovel and box game. That was a... What was it today? It was a 4 and a 3, I think? Or something like that. So those two combined, that's about 3 minutes between those two things there. And then the dungeon itself, I kind of messed up the boss fight too, which cost me another 10 seconds or so. And Skull Woods was okay. That could have been better than that too. That could have been at least 5 seconds better than that. Swamp Palace. I thought I did better than this on the Swamp Palace. I'm honestly surprised I lost time here, but I guess the PB Swamp Palace was pretty good. And then the Ice Palace, only lost 9 seconds there, but compared to the PB, that's 20 seconds behind. So like, there's a Ice Palace I really need to just get better at, more consistent at. Misery Mire, this was... I got hit 3 times on the way up Death Mountain and had to beg for hearts from the bushes around the warp before you pick up the staff there, and I got lucky enough to get a fairy, otherwise the run died there, so it's actually lucky the run even survived, but that was why I'm behind there. Otherwise I was more or less a push. And then Turtle Rock, I picked up 30 seconds, but that should have, I made a mistake on the way up and let a rock swirl get in the way, so that cost me 15 seconds. So again, like, I can get this down to 156 with a great run. With great RNG, I can get this down to 155. But I just got to wait on that. Like, I just got to keep doing this, improve the second half of the run, and hope for better RNG. And then we'll see what we can get. But some of the best segments is almost below 156 now, so moving in a positive direction. All right, but anyway, that's all for this run today. Thanks everyone who watched. Hopefully tomorrow's run have a little bit better overall result, but I mean, this wasn't that bad though, so I'm not displeased. I am not displeased. All right, so anywho, get that back fit in there properly. I think that's right about where I want it. Yeah. Mugenic stream in probably about 15 minutes or so. 9:15. I'll start around then. All right. Again, thanks for watching. Enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, follow button, and hope to see you next time. Again tomorrow. All right. Bye bye.